Alright, I am starting my first October CGA League match against Brandon Zhou, um, who it turns out is 9 years old. He's 9 years old, um, which is actually pretty terrifying. Uh, it sounds like 9 years old wouldn't have that much experience, but actually, like these kids who are one done at 9, it means they take the game very seriously. They've been studying it, like they have a lot of time, and I've seen kids in the 3 to 4 to 5 dan range who are like still in grade school at tournaments, at like in-person tournaments, and they usually do really well. Actually, I think like the strongest player in Canada right now, who like won all sorts of major Canadian titles. Um, when I first met him in 2006, he was 9 or 8, or maybe even younger than that, and he was a 3Q at 8 years old. And anyway, it was really impressive. So this guy, I mean, he's ranked 1 in CGA, just slightly under me, but I'm actually I'm actually pretty terrified of him. The fact that he's 9 is not making me feel any better. It makes me feel worse. Um, so yeah, let's have at it. Okay. So he's going for the Chinese. Lol, Adrian, you're losing time. I know. I'm just giving some background. There's plenty of time in this round. There's 45 minutes, and I felt the need to emphasize that this guy's 9 years old because that's pretty crazy. Okay, so okay, against the Chinese opening, I almost always play either O4 or N4. Um, I'll go with N4 this time. The idea is to just back off, yeah, after Q5, which is a totally normal move. The idea is you back off to like the K4 and L4, or you approach at L17. Um, I'll just back off to L4 for now. Got my posse watching? I said N4, but I played O4. I meant N4. I mean, I meant O4. I'm sorry. Okay, so now he's got the double wing formation on this side. I obviously need to do something about that. Well, it's not obvious, but I think I need to do something about that. I think I'll poach at R14. I mean, obviously that's a slightly larger gap to the side stone. This one's on the 9th line, this one's on the 10th line, so... or should I just... I could just like grab C4 or D10. If I grab D10, is my double wing formation as valuable as his? I mean, it's pretty much the same. Or C10. Yeah, let's make this a territorial game. I'll go for C10. And now I have a double wing formation as well. In fact, my double wing formation is almost identical to his, the only exception being that I have an L4 stone instead of a K4 stone. Okay, so he goes for the boundary point between the two moyos. K10, so that's exactly what I would play if I were black as well. So now I really need to make something happen here. But maybe not right away. I mean, O6 is also a pretty huge point. If I go in at R14 and he does something like an R12 and I jump in at R17 and we do the usual dance, I don't it works too well with this K17 stone. I don't like it. By the way, I am playing from a hotel room, so I'm going to drop frames. Just I'm sure of it in advance. I'm going to be dropping a lot of frames. O6, R14. Something even crazier like P9. Yeah, I think I'm going to just probe at R14 first and see how it goes. and then decide if I want to do an O6 or an P9. Okay, sure, this is fine with me. Okay, so this is a very typical Joseki, although usually it occurs when R9 is at P10. So this seems to be strictly better for me. Now the question is, can I just sort of ignore these stones now and grab like a big point like O6? O6 is really big now. O6, I'm worried about something like S12. Although I probably shouldn't be. S12, if he does S12, then S14, right? Because now he has to connect underneath at S11, and I can grab S16 at least. So instead, after S12, S14, he has to block with S15, and then I can grab S10 or S11, and it's not a problem. Okay, so I think I'm okay with that. So I think that means I can grab like O6 or P6. Or I could grab an O14, that's kind of nice as well. This is a big point as well. I'll just grab O6. If I can end in Sente, I would really love to grab C4. Prevent happening to my lower left what happened to his top right. And then I should have like a raw point lead, and it would just be a matter of keeping that. Yeah, P7, I don't know if I like P7. It seems too much like making territory of thickness. Okay. And there's all sorts of like Aji around R7. R7's not wide open by any means. So I'm really tempted to grab C4 now. C4. G17 is also a good possibility. Yeah, but I grab G17 first. G17, K15, O14. It doesn't work the other way around, though. If I go G17, he goes O14, I can't really grab C4 then. I pretty much have to do some footwork at that point. And I doubt it'll end in Sente. So if I go G17, I'm giving up my right. I mean, he'll probably eventually get C6, if not right away. Or F3. C6, F3, same thing. G17. If I go C4, he goes G17. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to just grab G17. I guess in some sense I can consider C17 and C4 me, I know. Okay, so he goes for O14 right away. That was the move I predicted. And now that fancy footwork comes in. So he's cashing in all his chips. He's starting the immediate attack against these stones. Which is totally fine. Totally fine. Okay, let's get this jump in first. Okay. What's his cutting strategy here? Q12? Is it as simple as that? I think it probably is. Q12, connect the peep, R12. I'm in a bit of trouble. Okay. So how can I make R12 not trouble? Well, I can do it by S10, right? If I do S10, and then he does the Q12, Q11, R12 trick, well, then no problem, because S12 is a connection, and S10 is sente. So let's do S10 first. He's going to do S9, almost certainly. And now I'll jump out again. Okay. So now I don't have to worry about Q12. Okay, so he's going to go for that. That's fine. That eliminates I space in here, but I get another free move out here. So at that point, it's not even I space is not even that important. I'm escaping into the center, and that's my new plan A. Still, it would be nice to get S14 and Sente in spite of all this because, because it makes R17 really juicy. I don't think there's a way though. S13. Yeah, I think best is just R12, force him to go underneath that S14, and then, grab like N9 or something. Yeah, let's do that. Giving up I space, getting another jump out into the center. It's totally fine with me. Yep. So far, exactly according to plan. Okay, now what's the best way to jump out? I can do 09, I can do N9, I can do L11, I can do M12. O9, O10. 09, O10 cut. So 09, O10 cut, pushes me down, boom. Connects, I Atari, boom, doom. Is that at all dangerous for him? It's a little bit dangerous for him, but I don't think he's really quaking in his boots. I feel like this is maybe the best option, just because it makes me I of M8 and L12. And it kind of puts pressure on K10. And the only good direction he's got left to run at that point is K12. Then I'm happy to just take M8. O9 maybe. Yeah, let's do this. Let's just do M10. Okay. Do I go for the straightforward connection against the peep, or do I go for P12, sort of? Yeah. Just go for the straightforward connection. It actually kind of makes me stronger. I don't think that was a good move for him. I think it helps me more than helps him. Okay, and he gives up on that for now. Okay, so C3. I was expecting C6 or F3, but he went right for the 3-3. Not the greatest idea in my opinion. Now the only hard question is, do I block a D3 or D4? I mean, conventional wisdom says D4 because C10 is closer than L4 is. And it's not like I'm particularly strong in this area. But I actually think that if I make my wall in this direction, yeah, no, he's going to be able to poke in because he's got the right to moves like L8. Or sorry, M8. So yeah, I probably should just do c4. Yeah, c4. I'm gonna go for it. I could even do the double Atari here. I mean, sorry, the double Hane here. Is this region of territory really going to be that useful to me? Do I want him to have opponent Q right here? Is it terrible for me if he does? In exchange for the corner. Let's be honest, how much territory am I really going to be making, considering I have the Q3 stone here and a lot of weaknesses around like M3? I don't think that much, so I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for F3. Okay, so I've got the corner back, and he's got the pawn key. Fair trade, fair trade. So now would probably be a good time to count, actually. Yeah, I need to count right now. So this is solid territory for him, this is solid territory for him, and that's it. And this is solid territory for me. That's it. But, of course, I have potential here, whereas he doesn't really have much potential anywhere else. So let's count up how many points I need to earn in this area in order to make up for everything else. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's got like 24, 25 points in here. So let's just say 25. And then, I mean, this at least is going to be his. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 3, so and about another 20. So about 50 points. So he's got about 50 points solid right now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So maybe like 12 points here. So I need to make about 38 points of territory on the rest of the board, which shouldn't be that hard. I mean, I've got great thickness here. I've got the possibility to earn an entire corner with C16 right now. As long as I stay alive here, I don't really see him making territory anywhere else. So that's really going to be it for him. So I think I'm doing okay. I think I'm actually ahead. I just have to play it carefully. I just have to play very carefully. Okay. Do I want to grab F5 right away? I think I want to do an F5, then when he does G5, I'll do an H4. Force him to connect, increase my thickness in this area a little bit, and then Tanuki to protecting these stones. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So this, he's almost certainly going to do G5. His play so far has been pretty submissive. Like, he kind of follows along when you make a forcing move. Yeah, there we go. So he follows along when you make a forcing move. He doesn't Tanuki in unexpected places, so I was pretty confident that's what would happen. So now I can grab H4. Okay. Oh my, did I just mess something up? I think I might have, but actually it's totally okay. I would actually be okay with giving these up in exchange for this cut at G4. This cut at G4 is huge, right? So I have to think about this. I didn't realize actually that that this leads to a shortage of liberties by letting him grab B5. B2, B4. Yeah, it looks like it does. That's okay. So I can grab B4, let him have B2, then grab G4. Then I kind of have to recount, but it's a totally different board position at that point. What happens if I do B2, B4, D6?
Yeah, no, nothing good. Okay, I need to do this, and then I need to grab G4. Simple as that. And then, of course, I need to recount territory. Okay. So he grabs K8, puts pressure on this. I need to do this, or something like it soon. Okay. This is also really valuable right now. H2. Okay. So he had 50 points before. I wasn't giving him any credit for anything here. And I gave myself 10, but I no longer have those 10, obviously. So now it's his 50-ish points, plus now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 or 11 points. So he's now got 60 points. So I need to make 60 points on the rest of the board. But in exchange, I've now got this whole thickness, the possibility with H2 of making about 10 or 15 points here. So like this corner that I gave up is about the size of what I'll get if I play H2. And in return, I'm almost certainly going to make solid territory here. This will be about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So about 25 points there, 10 points there. That's 35. So I need to make like 25 points here, which is entirely doable. So everything's still okay. Should I grab H2 first? Is this sent in anyway? H2, ignore, G3. No. It's definitely not. And K11 is probably my best response here. K11, L11, cut. No matter which way he Ataris, he's weakening K10. I like that. H2, P3, F10, C16. Those are all big points that I really, really want. Okay. He's pushing into my area. He realized that like his stones here are really weak right now. Okay, so now I get to make moves that are both attacks and territory builders, right? Like F10 is really nice. It puts pressure on these, and it also makes this quite solid. The only problem is he's going to respond with J11. So do I do J11 first? How do I react if he does F10? I go there, he goes F10. Cut. Yeah, I feel like it's probably safe. I go here first. He'll probably do a shape move, I imagine, not F10. Yeah, it's just too good to let him grab J11. I'm going to do this first. Hopefully he does a shape move, not F10. Okay, not quite F10. He did sort of a compromise. It's sort of like F10, it's sort of a shape move. Okay, so I feel it's time to just grab E9. Keep the pressure on a little bit. Not give up too much territory. Okay, how many points did I just accomplish? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, well, almost 25 points there. Let's say 20, because he might still do like F8. In fact, he'll probably do F8. I'm also a little bit sick. Nothing Nothing too bad. Okay. More shapey stuff. Nothing too worrying. I can make some shape of my own just by doing H11 followed by F10. Yeah, let's do that right away. Or maybe not. No, that's probably just education. Yeah, I'll just keep the fact that F10 is threatening a cut. I'll keep that for later, because he might try to come in at like E12, and F10 might become really useful later on. So for now, let's just grab that. Okay. Another defensive shape move. I feel like he's wasting time with these moves. I'm not complaining. Alright, I think it's time to grab H2. Or do I grab P3 first? Are either of them sent in? Not really. If I go here and he grabs like J3, what do I have as a follow-up? Q4, Atari, connect, nothing left. Yeah, I'm gonna grab H2. Yeah, of course. Should I grab G3 and H1 right away? G3 connect H1. If he doesn't respond, then G1 is really bad. So H1 will prompt D1. And then after that I have like a much more solid ability to grab like N3 followed by M2. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. He's going for tricky tactics. Tricky tactics. Yeah, I definitely don't want to give in to these. I have to be really careful. Okay. Unless he sees something I really don't, I don't think this is going anywhere. Can I just do C5? Yeah, you can accept B4, push him down a couple times. Make a lot of co-threats. Or can I just do A5? A5 seems really nice to me. Yeah, I like A5. I can't see any way that this turns out really bad. If I just go here... Okay, I'm starting to see where he's going with this. If I go here and he goes b6... I'm in trouble, so... That's actually really, really smart. Oh man, this guy's good. If I go here and f8, that's Sente. Or is it f8, Atari, ignore? No, yeah, it's definitely Sente. Okay, let's say I have to do f8. And he does b6. Where do I go from there? c6. Yeah, f5. Atari. Oh boy. Yeah, I think I have to let him grab f8. No way around that one, I think. That's really awesome play, man. Nicely done. Okay, at least I can make this go to, I think. If I go here, then he grabs f8, and I grab h6. Yeah. Yeah, I can very much limit the damage this causes. It just would have been nice if it didn't happen. Very cool. Very cool. Alright. Now, do I need to grab n2 right now? Yeah. It's a pretty large point. I still have some sort of attack against this group. It's not alive yet. There's a lot of good moves available. Yeah, I think I need something like this, just to make sure that I stay alive. Is this the right move, though? It feels kind of thin. I feel like this is probably safer. Yeah, let's keep it safe. I'm in enough trouble as it is. Okay, he immediately goes for B15. I thought C14, but it's the same idea. I'm sure he knows. I mean, he played that so quickly. I'm sure he knows the Juseki for it. It's going to be really hard to make enough points in this game. I'm thinking about what happens after C16. C16, B17, B16. Connect underneath. Is that thin enough to kill? Or should I just go for more traditional B16? B16 is much easier to read. Let's just go with B16. Oh wow, he's going for that. Can I do the crosscut and connect and kill? Here, extend, boom, C17, capture, boom, then he gets the corner. Alright, I'll let him get that. And there's my one corner. Yeah. Yeah, this game is not gonna end well for me, for sure. Okay. I have to start getting creative, or else this game is going to end shortly. Yeah, so I at least got that. I'm not sure if the sequence that was just played was clear to anyone, but the idea was I would be able to do an N14 cut, except for the fact that P14 connect and then R13 in that situation would have been a shortage of liberties and I'd be dead. So if I could just get that one extra liberty in Sente, then I would be able to cut and kill at M14. So the way I did that was S13. He saw that, he didn't want that to happen, so he played N14, but of course that gives me now the option of capturing that. So I just made like 10 or 12 points there. So that's, I have to come up with more of that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely going to get all the points in the top right. He's also almost right. I don't think there's any way to invade this. If there was, if like R4 worked or something, I'd be super happy, but I don't think it does. What does it? R4. If he does anything like R3, then he has problems because of O4. So of course he's going to do Q4. So I'm going to do R3. R2 or 1. I think R4 might work. I think. And what about R5? R5, Q4. Block, Atari, connect. Push down. S5. Yeah, I think there's a chance. Then of course he's going to grab M2 eventually. I'm not sure which one's worth more points, but probably R4. Okay. I'm going to do R4. I'm not sure it works, but if it doesn't work, I'm definitely not winning this game anyway, so let's find out. It's all thanks to the O4 stone that this is even possible to contemplate. Okay. So now P2 is Gote, which is another advantage I have, thanks to the O4 stone. This O4 stone is making all of this possible. So he either does P2 and Gote, or does P3. If he does P3, then I have S2. Okay, he's going to do P2. So, am I going to do that? That's insta-live, right? No, he's going to do S2, connect. Yeah. Okay, so I've got at least a ko. S2, that's at least a ko. The idea being Q1 R1. I'm not sure who has more ko threats. I've got at least one big one, R17. I've got a lot in the bottom left, I think. Yeah, I've got a lot of ko threats. I've also got F9. No, F9's not a ko threat, never mind. But if I just do R2, and he connects, and then I do S5, isn't that enough? I think that's enough. I think it's probably enough. The other question is if I do R2 and he does S4, is P3 actually a threat? Or does it just look like one? R1 or S2? S2, Q1, R1. I feel like I should just do R2. Yeah, the problem with P3 is that P3, O3, connect, cut at N4. Now I have that stupid O5 capture to worry about. So if I protect it with O5, or with P6, then he just squeezes my N3 stone with N3. So I can't really rely on P3. So I do kind of need to turn it into a ko with S2. Yep. Okay. So now it's ko time. It's kind of a nice ko for me. It's not a bad one. Okay, if I grab G1 and he captures at D1, then I still get another ko threat at G2. Also, try that one first. Okay, how serious a co-thread is that, really? Pretty serious. If I block it like this, does he have another co-threat left? C1, C7. Or, sorry, C7, D7, no. C7, B7, maybe. Okay, if I go here, C7, D7. Sorry, C7, B7. Then D7, Atari, connect. Atari, I'm not even sure. Either way, I've still got co-threats left, so I don't need to figure it out just yet. You can take the R2. I've got that still. Okay. So same idea. I said C7, B7. He's obviously playing B7, C7. So do I need to worry about this? Can I just take? No, I clearly can't. So yeah, one more. Okay. So now I think R17 is going to come into play. Oh, this is also useful. Can I just grab this? I'm glad I didn't get it earlier. It's super useful now. Yeah, let's go for that now. I'm pretty sure I can kill that if you get noise. I'm pretty sure. Not to mention it has a follow-up, right? It has F10. Oh, wow. Wow. Super wow. Okay, he's gonna let me cut. He sees life somewhere. Okay, how am I gonna attack this? Do I want to do straightforward, move like here? Do I want to do this? It'll probably amount to the same thing. Right? I'm gonna go for it that way. Alright, so now the focus of the game is this group right here. Can I kill this? That is what this game is about now. Okay, this is going to take some serious reading. And I move like J9 or H8. Is obviously attractive. Hold on, Sam just arrived. One sec. J9. Am I worried about J5? Forces the capture, but doesn't really have anywhere else to go from there. Yeah, I think I want to just grab J9. Or maybe this, Atari. If I go there. I think I got this. But this kid's really good. What about J10, J9, followed by H8? Yeah, I'm not that worried about J5. I capture, and he doesn't have much place to go after that, right? Unless he goes for J3. But you know what? Like, you can have J3. You can have those stones, I don't care. I'll just take everything else. Oh man, I'm in overtime. Okay, I have to just think about this faster. Hey, Hammer. 18Q, nice. You've been fine. Awesome. Okay. I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. So now he has to do J7. No, he doesn't. Okay. I didn't think of that, but I don't think it's a huge problem. I still have F. What am I missing? Okay. Is he aiming here? Probably. What's he gonna go for after this? J8 most likely, right? Does that work? No, I don't think it does. Okay, do I have to worry about L11? That's the real question. That could really complicate this game. I think I don't have to worry about it. I think if he goes L11, I go L12 instead of L10, of course. L10 is obviously disaster, but L12 is fine because he can't cut. And if he crosses down to L10 and I do my thing at K13, what's he got then? No, he does. He has L9, which I pretty much have to defend against, and then with L9 and J8 in place. No, I'm still okay if my move is J8. Yeah, I think this is super complicated, but I think J8's gonna do it. He's gonna do L11 now, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Okay. That's what he's going for. This kid is crazy good. Oh my god. Jiyoung has a question. I don't know if it's go related or not. If it's not, then I'm not going to answer it right now, obviously. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm in serious trouble now. Okay, not go related at all. Alright. Okay. It's just as well. I think I'm done. I mean, I can get some of the stones. Yeah, I think I'm done. Grab G8 some points. has left. I think probably just got disconnected temporarily. Yep, there he is. Okay. He played the right move there too. Yeah, I'm done. Owned by a 9-year-old. Damn good 9-year-old. Thanks for the game. Yeah, this kid's on his way up. For sure. Peter, Adrian. Have the kid do a review of the game. Please. Okay. He's 9 years old, and I have a feeling his parents are typing for him because when I was talking to him earlier, he used we. So I don't know if he can, but let's see. Maybe he is able to do a review. Oh, he says sure. Cool. I'm gonna turn off my video feed so that people can actually see the variation tree. Let me just turn that off. Boom. Okay, he's going to start from the start. Good place to start. I'm curious if R11 was right, or if I should have done something like Q10. Is R11 okay? Okay, so clearly he doesn't have a problem with R11, he just thinks I should have done P11 right away. Yeah, P11 is definitely one of the moves I was talking about. I spent a long time deciding between 06 and P4. I mean P11. But I eventually settled on P11. Sorry, on 04. On 06. Christ. Okay, he prefers N4. Yeah, I spent some time deciding between N4 and 04 as well. They're both legit, I think. Is there a huge difference between N4 and 04? I see both. Most reason. Okay, so he's saying N4 is much more common than 04. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I do see 04 with quite a bit of regularity. I can do a database search after to see, but... Yeah, I see the invasion as well. He's saying maybe invade. There are moves like R4 R5 that you can do instead of N4, but I don't like it. Those always end up in these terrible situations where you do like R5, R4, going up, and like R9 is in the perfect spot. Why would I do that? I don't like it. So yeah, I generally do either N4 or O4. This time I went with O4. Apparently should have been N4. But that didn't really end up being a huge problem. Yeah, I could tell he had a... Oh, okay, I guess not. He's zooming all over the place. Yeah, God, I spent a long time on this move, didn't I? S1? Yeah. S1, yeah. Okay, I'm not sure how to interpret his review. He sort of just like zooms in to a point and then like zooms out again. P3. Yep, P3 was one of the moves I thought about as well. But like, this is, yeah. This, I feel like black can end in Sente if I do P3 if he wants. And I don't feel safe giving up Sente with those two stones in the top right. So he says, yeah. Maybe he just means the timing is different. This is just when he randomly chose to show this variation. Mr. M dash. Name seems somewhat familiar. Nope. Do not know him. But Robert T does. I don't know who this is. Maybe before or after. Yeah, so he doesn't care about the timing so much, just that I should have done P3. I guess that's fair. I generally just don't like P3 moves like P3 because they give the corner away for sure, right? Like I like leaving the option over to later jump in at R3, even though it turned into a disaster here, right? Like it might not have. So that was my reasoning, but I guess this exchange does look pretty even, right? Like black gets at least a 13 or 14 point corner, plus he's got R9, so okay, it's a lot more. But white is solid on the bottom. One move away from securing probably close to 20 points himself. So okay, point taken, P3. Yeah, so P11 and O14 are Miai. I'm not sure where he's going with this. Those two phones, like, that doesn't look very safe to me. Yeah, I was actually worried about that. Like, this variation that he's showing is basically reversing the colors of O14 and P11. In the real game, he played O14, I played P11, which I felt safer about. I would have been pretty unhappy if this variation came around. And I think I was talking about it. I labeled these as Miai. I was kind of glad with the way things went. Yep. Yeah, exactly. So he went P14. He went O14, I went P11. Right. Okay. He's saying that looks better for him. I'm not sure I agree, but he's the guy who won, so. Yeah, this is definitely bad for white. No doubt. It's all gote and all like big thickness for black. Yep. Well, no, I wouldn't be too thrilled about that. Although the ladder does work for white, so I guess it's okay. Oh, he's giving me control. I don't know why he's giving me control. Maybe he just wants me to ask questions. Alright, I'll ask questions. Oh, he took it back. Oh, he gave it back. Okay, there were a couple of points I had questions on. Was the double honey a terrible idea? No? Okay. Alright, that's good to know. He says it's fine. Okay, I'm glad that it's fine. But I'm guessing this was a mistake. Yeah, I'm guessing instead of h4, where, I don't know. Yeah, it probably was, yeah, he says yeah. So, I should have just done this. F6 for 48. 48 what, points of territory? Yeah, probably. Yeah, if I'd done this, I feel like I would have still been in the lead at this point. Yeah, white plus 37. I mean, obviously square estimate is a piece of crap, but it gives some sense that white is doing just fine if I had done that. I got greedy. I got way too greedy with this. This is what I had in mind. But I didn't see his tactic. So, okay, so that kept going. Yeah, like right here. Is this better than J11? That's my next question. I don't think so. Okay, so I played the right thing there too. Okay. Yeah, this was where I lost my response to E7, and I zoomed through it. I didn't take time to think. That's evil, Brandon. Oh, okay, so clearly this Mr. M Dash guy knows Brandon, and he knows Robert T. So yeah, they're probably all buddies. Is there any way out for white after this point? Or am I in trouble assuming I allowed E7? E6. Well, sort of, and push through a c5. Yeah. No, it's not that I didn't see that, it's that... Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Exactly. I figured... Okay, so I considered e6, but the problem I foresaw was this. Right? And then, like, after this, the bottom is ruined anyway, so... Or c6, yeah, same idea, c6. Right, I saw this. Like, this seems even worse for white than what actually happened. Right, at least with what actually happened here. You know, I don't know. It's pretty bad either way. I'm not gonna lie. This was awesome. This was fine. That was kind of a cool tactic I found. He's saying white c6. No, I know. You mean here, white c6? Did you mean this? Because this is obviously fine. Or did you mean instead of this, white c6 here? Because it comes out to about the same thing, right? No, okay. Why don't you join the game? And then it won't be delayed. c6 instead of d6. d6? d6 was never played. I'm really confused. d6 was never played. Yeah, no, I got... Okay. No, but like... I'm not sure that that's just c7 after b6. Yeah, of course. c7 after b6. I know. Mac, we were talking about the same thing. It doesn't really matter whether he does that or that, because, like, it comes out to the same thing. White can't hane. White has to go here again. So then it comes out to the same thing. So it's all good. So this tactic was fine. This tactic was not fine at all. Whoops. This tactic was not fine at all. Okay, so are there any co-threats that would have convinced him? Probably not. I mean, the only other option I had was this. And this isn't even... This is still... Well, apparently it's not too far. But, yeah. Yeah, maybe that would have been okay. Okay, once this happened... Okay, this is what I'm curious about. Does this work? I'm almost certain black, you would do this here, right? Yes, he says yes, okay. So then... No, he says K6. K6. Yeah. Yep. Same. L6 is the same thing as K6. Okay, so I was right not to play the safe move. Like, sort of, I guess. It loses more slowly. And at this point, it's already over. So, it just doesn't matter. Okay, thanks so much for the game and the review. I'm guessing he'll report it to Chuck. PC1. Good luck in the rest of your rounds. Okay, so, let me re-enable it. Boom, boom. How does that work? Okay, so not the greatest game. Oh, actually, no, it's not true. It was a good game. I just lost. Thanks for watching. I'm not sure how many people there are. Oh, there's quite a few people. Nice. Okay, well, thanks for watching, all, however many of you, and I will probably have my next match on Sunday against Tiffany, and hopefully I do better that time. Cheers. Thanks for watching.